morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you who are joining us from across the world. I'm David Stati from the Next Genius Foundation. And this is a session, a very exciting, a very unique session where we are going to explore some non-traditional destinations. So let me start with Zorian from HKUST. Zorian, there are 5 questions and maybe we can just get to them one by one. But my first question to you is if you could tell us what sets Hong Kong apart from the other traditional destinations. We have about 4 to 5 minutes per university. That means we'll try and take 1 minute per question, right? So let's start with that, Zorian. What sets Hong Kong apart?
Well, thank you very much, Devon, for inviting me first. Now I'll talk about HKUST. But before I talk about HKUST, let me talk about Asia. And talk about Hong Kong. So consulting for McKinsey proclaimed in 2019 that the 21st century is the Asian century and the global power balance is shifting. So 2 years into the pandemic, it's clear Asia will rebound faster than the world economy, and the IMF forecast that Asia will grow at 7.5% in 2021 as compared to 6% for the world. So when you consider Asia, Hong Kong should pop up. Hong Kong is an international city located in the center of Asia. It is Asia's financial as well as transport hub. And in 2020, Hong Kong's foreign direct investment inflow is world's number 3, and is the world's number 3 in terms of business climate, according to World Bank. So Hong Kong is English speaking. It is safe with the lowest crime rates and one of the best student cities in the world. It is small, but with only 8 government-funded universities, but 5 of them are in the world's top 70. It's pretty remarkable. And more importantly, quality education comes in affordable price. The total cost of a degree in Hong Kong is only half of those in UK and US. Besides, university here provide generous scholarships. So that's Hong Kong.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Zorian. My next question to you is if you could tell us a little more about which are some of the most popular majors or subjects that students come to Hong Kong or more specifically to HKUST to study there? International students come there. Yeah.
Well, the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology is the world's number 2 young university and the world's number 34 if we include everybody. So we are a research university specialized in science, engineering, business, and humanities and social science. And we have many interdisciplinary programs. And many of our programs are in the world's top 30. So we are Asia's number 1 business school. In fact, our EMBA program has been number 1 in the world for 9 times in the past decade. So HKUST has a number of Asia or even the world's very first. We were the first in the world and still is the only in the world providing a triple degree and joint university program. So we partner with the University of Southern California in US, of course, and the University of Bocconi in Milan, Italy, to provide the World Bachelor of Business. So still the only triple degree and joint university program. And we were the first in Asia to create undergraduate research opportunities program, giving undergraduate students the chance to work with our faculty's research teams. And most likely the first in Asia, allowing students to create their own undergraduate degree with the individualized interdisciplinary major.
Perfect. My next question to you is if you could help us understand what would be the average cost of undergraduate education, the tuition plus the living expense when a student comes to study in Hong Kong.
Sure. The annual tuition fee for an undergraduate degree in Hong Kong is around US $18,000 or US $21,000. And living expenses, including accommodation per month, ranges from $700 US to $800 US on average. So the total cost, including tuition fee, accommodation, and living expenses, is about $26,000 to $27,000 US, which again is only half of those in UK and US. And most program at HKUST is 4 years, but we use a credit system so students may shorten their study if they finish their credits requirement earlier. And we do provide a number of dual degree programs and partnership programs, which may take up 5 years, and students would graduate with 2 degrees.
Perfect. And are there any scholarships available for international students?
Of course, we provide general scholarship, not just HKUST, but Hong Kong universities in general. HKUST has a standard scheme for IB and GCA level. So if you score 40 or above in IB, you will receive some kind of scholarship for GCA level, similar. And the Hong Kong government provides what we call the Bell and Road Scholarship for international students, and it includes over 100 countries there. And the highest amount, it's full tuition fee waived, renewable for all 4 years.
Superb. Zorian, do tell us a little bit about the campus, the community, and the diversity at HKUST.
Sure. Now you can see on my virtual background, this is the HKUST campus here, and we do pride ourselves to have the most beautiful campus in the world. I really invite you to come here because we're the only one that's by the sea. We're on a little hillside, and the first row of the buildings overlooking the spectacular sea view are student residential halls. So unlike your usual image about Hong Kong, which is skyscrapers, tall buildings, financial hub, very busy, we are a little bit far away from the city centers, but not that far away because Hong Kong is really small. So we have a swimming pool, football field, because sites by the sea, and many facilities are overlooking the sea, and students enjoy boat trip a lot, and we do have our own pier. So HKUST, it's a very international campus with 40% of the students coming from outside Hong Kong, from 80 countries. The campus is very international, embracing diversity and creativity. So there are 120 student societies, and students are encouraged to create their own societies if they do not find their own, their interested ones in the existing ones.
Wonderful. And my final question to you is, what kind of jobs or postgraduate programs do students pursue upon graduation?
Well, first of all, I would just like to say that 80% of the non-Hong Kong graduates would choose to stay in Hong Kong after graduation. So it's pretty remarkable again, because there's a policy that all non-Hong Kong graduates of recognized local universities would have 12 months stay, unconditional stay in Hong Kong after graduation. And another attracting factor is the average salary for university graduates here are higher than most Asian countries. And it's one of the major reasons attracting graduates to stay in Hong Kong. And those who choose to stay, many would join the Business and Finance Center because we are Asia's financial hub. And with the development of the Greater Bay Area in southern China, including Hong Kong, providing many opportunities for science and engineering graduates as well. So for students who are interested in pursuing postgraduate studies, MPhil and PhD are heavily subsidized. So MPhil student and PhD student will have studentship, which give them pretty, secure living expenses there. So many students will stay in Hong Kong for PG studies as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for answering all of those questions, Zorian.